to the laptop.
1 second. Let me do this. No audio's coming in from.
Check 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, check 1 2. 1 2 3 check. Checking 1 2. Testing stream audio 1 2. 1 2 3 check. Check 1 2. 1 2 3. Checking stream audio 1 2. 1 2 3 check. Check 1 2. 1 2 3. Checking stream audio 1 2. 1 2 3. Check 1 2. 1 2 3. Testing stream audio 1 2. Good. Check 1 2.
Well, yeah, I just want to, going out to the streaming folks, we'll get started in just a minute. People are just coming in the room. We'll get started about 2 minutes here.
Good? All right, we will get started. It's always fun when the power goes down 10 minutes before the show's supposed to start. I was over talking to John, and all of a sudden, bang, breaker tripped, everything went down, and we had to rework some things. So thanks for your patience. Hopefully everybody who's streaming can see and hear us. If you have problems and you can hear me but you're not seeing video, you can go to the help desk at cscos.com and that'll get picked up by our IT team. Also need to mention that obviously we're mass gathering here, which is a great thing to see everybody. but also we need to follow the mask mandates. So unless you're actively drinking, please pull your mask up, because that's the agreement we had with the establishment here, and apparently there's also some health department folks around here. So if you could make sure you're masked for in the interest of that, and also for each other and all of our health, we'd appreciate that. First of all, I want to say thanks for being here. Also, thanks for not just the active employees, but the retirees. See some of those in the audience here, and how awesome is that? And hopefully, we have even more that are tied into the live stream. So it's great seeing everybody, and we have kind of a packed agenda here that we'll work through. And glad to be back in person. Last year we had to do this virtually, and it just wasn't the same. So this year, back in person, which is great. So you can see the agenda there, kind of our standing agenda. So we'll move right on beyond that and get right into business awards. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we want to take a moment and acknowledge one of our founders, Mike Calacerinos. Mike unfortunately passed this last week after some illness, and Mike, and I know Max here, Ron's here, John Spina, Mike Walker, others that have been here a number of years would all say that we wouldn't all be here today if it wasn't for Mike Calacerinos, not just for being a founder, but for coming back to the organization at a time that the organization was in some stress, and not just commit back to being engaged in the organization as a person, but also financially to take the organization through a really tough time. So we want to recognize Mike, appreciate Mike, and take a moment of silence for Mike and his family. Thank you very much. Okay, on to business awards. This event's all about celebrating what's happened in the last year and sharing some of that as a group. So first up on the business awards, we were honored on National Philanthropy Day that we were nominated, unbeknownst to us, by one of our associated companies that we work with. They put us in recognition of all the things we do in the way of community involvement. This was related to Central New York, and we were afforded and honored the 2021 Outstanding Corporation for the National Philanthropy Day. So that was excellent. We got to go over. There was a small event because of COVID, and then that was live streamed. But Jen Smith, Terry Hopkins, and myself went over, and we accepted the award on behalf of all of you, really, that make all that happen. So great award there. Some other things that happened, you can see the Phoenix team did a community service event, best meal construction that they did there, so that was cool. ACEC, we always go after awards there, and that's happening, in different regions across the country, but some that happened here in New York. Platinum Award, that was Plattsburgh International Airport, the runway project. I know there were a lot of people here involved with that. So that won the Platinum Award, which is next to the highest award that they give out. Gold Award, Griffiths International Airport, Building 100, super project there. I walked through that a couple weeks ago, and that's incredible. Full team effort, architecture, engineering, construction, and our controls team involved in all of that was really cool, and construction management as well. Gold Award, Arc of Jefferson, the renovation of the main services building. I see folks here that were involved in that. Madison County, new highway facility. Steuben County, bridge replacement. So silver awards for those two. So cool stuff. Some other awards, ASCE, Michigan Outstanding Civil Engineer. That was, Achievement Award was for the Gerald Ford International Airport. A lot of work went into that, I know, with the Great Lakes team, and very proud of that award. APA, Michigan, that was Sandusky Airport, similar thing with the Great Lakes team. Detroit Metro, real significant project we were fortunate to be involved in. You can see that won a gold award from the Concrete Pavement Association. And AGC San Diego, Coast Air Project, that had design component and construction component, and really a top-notch facility that was developed there, all within the C&S team on the delivery front of that. So great award there on the design and build side of the business. Individual awards. Nate Van Wee, Nate's here. He was honored as the 40 significant achievers in the central New York area who are under 40. Corey Hazelwood won this award that you see there, the Shutt Award, and that's somebody who's had a great impact on aviation, and Corey's obviously long been involved in aviation, not only as a service provider through us, but also as a pilot, and has had passion for that, and Corey was recognized for that. So great job, Corey, there. Terry Hopkins won the Central New York Woman in STEM Award and the Baldwin Fund Philanthropic Award. So great job to Terry, and recognition for all she does. Nick McLaughlin won a significant award through AAAE, and his involvement through the association and in the industry overall. So Nick, who's operating out of Philadelphia, great job there, Nick. And Rob Gleason out of our Rochester office, he's a finalist for Young Engineer of the Year award there. So good stuff, Rob, out of the Rochester office. New appointments, some new things that happened. Maria Benovic, Ohio Aviation Association, president of that. And all these things really raise our stature in the industry. So individuals put a lot of personal time into making these things happen, and it serves us on the business side, and it also helps us give back to the industry. So, all these people should be commended for the extra time they're putting in. Kelsey Riley, Design Build Institute out of San Diego, is involved there as a co-chair. Corey, similar, with DBIA. Melissa Stern on the Urban Land Institute, the development side of things. And then Michael Hoteling on ACI and his role in vice chair, which is a very significant role in the industry. So cool and great appointments there. San Diego office, 5 years running, we have been in the best places to work, the number one or number two category there, and we just came off number one this year. So just continue to do well out there. That all comes from surveys of our team out there, and also our offerings in the way of benefits and different things we do for our team. So great work out there for San Diego. And that's it for the kind of the business and the personal awards. Now we want to go through and we highlight milestone years of service. So we want to run through everybody who achieved this past year a milestone as far as an anniversary with C&S and years of service. Just to ask you, we'll hold applause, and we'll do that at the very end after we go through all these. So we'll run through these. 5 years, you can see them there. Michael Lessie, Mike Barber, Melissa Blasi, Lori Carpenter, Doug Clark, Kristen Collins, Ben DeRocker, Crystal Garcia, Rob Gray, Connor Hill, Mike Holdwick, Kevin Kroger, Matt LaRue, Tom McFilmy, Matt Motherseld, James Richardson, Matt Rolfe, Tom Rotella, Peter Rowan, Jake Schur, Scott Tumelo, Jake Tao, and Jeff Williams for 5 years. 10 years, Logan Bessel, Travis Comer, Nicole DeZuba, Raj Gopal, Tyler Long, Mark Malley, Ryan Mary, Maritza Morales, Natalie Niles, Justin Strong, Brent Testit. 15 years, Mike Barnes, Val Seeley, Tony Derricks, Mike DePerna, Monica Fabrege, Tony Gallo, Jerry Getter, Sharon Hayner, Ben Emhoff, Kelly Yost, Mike LaMontagne, DJ Peel, Bill Perrine, Crystal Road, Sarah Rogers, Joni Steigerwald, Nate Van Wee, and Joe Walker for 15 years. And then we get to individual that we put up here after 20. 20 combined service between Z&H, who merged with C&S. Michelle Augie for 20 years. 20 years, Doug Bauer. 20 years, Chris Brubach. 20 years, John Camp. 20 years, Aileen McGuire-Meyer. 20 years, Sharon Millhouse. 20 years, Lori Richardson. 25 years, Todd Keller. TT. 25 years, Jack McDougall, one of our he first joined Tech when we first started Tech. 25 years, Jack McDougall. 25 years, Chuck Stanton. 30 years, Bill Fry. Do or die. 30 years, Geraldine Macco. 30 years, Barb Regan. 35 years, John Trendowski. And that's it. As you look at that, aren't you humbled by the quality of our team and the commitment that these folks have had to the organization? So let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you. So retirees, what we've been doing, and it's a great thing, right? We're to a place with the evolution of the company where we have people retiring. It's bittersweet when we see people go, but we're happy for them as they move into the next phase of life. But what we've been doing is identifying and acknowledging these people throughout the year during the monthly video updates. So the retirees don't see those monthly video updates, but everybody else within C&S that's active does. So to try to get those acknowledgments closer to when they leave, considering they might not be at this event, we go ahead and do those through the year. So I won't have specific comments about each individual because that took place at the monthly video updates, but did want to recognize the individuals that did retire this year so that we could reflect on that, and also the retirees would know what took place in that regard there. So just running down through, Joe Dietrich was with us a short time, but did retire from C&S. That was important to him, and it was funny when he retired, he made this statement: "My only regret is I didn't find C&S sooner in my career." So that's a tribute to all of you and the special place that we have here. So Joe Dietrich out of the Phoenix office. Jim Olcott, who led our energy business, and I spoke about him earlier in the year. But Jim Olcott retired after 12 years of service. Jim Hart ran the mechanical business within Tech. He retired after 14 years with us after coming out of the trades. Ralph Napolitano, after 21 years of service, retired this year. Froon Tran, after 34 years of service, retired this year. Bruce Letts, after 43 years of service, retired earlier this year. Jeff Mosick, we're grateful is here, retired after 47 years of service. Jeff Mosick. And then Bob Hamlin, who is also here, we're thankful for. Bob Hamlin retired after 50 years of service. So tremendous achievements by those folks. So we have 4 people that are retiring as of December 31st. So I'm going to use this event as a means to recognize them, as opposed to using the monthly video update that I'll do actually tomorrow. but since we have everyone together, I figured we'd use this for that purpose. So first up, Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan's retiring after 18 years with us. Joe was in, obviously, our tech company, ascended to president in that company, and when Joe first came in, we really did not have a general construction business. What we did was a lot of self-performed mechanical, millwright work, a lot of industrial work. We really did not do general construction work. And general construction, when you look at our growth in the last 5 years in the construction business, that's where it's come from, is the general construction business. So Joe really came in, worked within the system we had, always had a passion, though, for that general construction work. And as we evolved, we pretty much set Joe free to say, let's build that GC business, and that's exactly what he did with the help of many others that he brought in and built around that business, as he also took over operational management of all of our construction business. So Joe is the consummate professional. He's also what I call the easy button. Joe, there's no drama. It's all about let's just get it done and move forward. And he's been a great partner for me, and I know everyone in tech. And Joe, we so appreciate what you've done for the business, what you've done for all of us that have worked with you closely, and we wish you nothing but the best. And thanks for all you've done. Joe's in the back there for those that can see him. Next up, Abir Khatib. Abir is hopefully watching here in the Michigan office with the team. But Abir has been with us 23 years. And we just actually had an event that the Women's Network put on where they had actually Abir, Maureen Clegg, and Ellen LaBerge talk about their perspective as females in the profession, and you know, some of the challenges, some of the highlights, some of the things they're thankful for, and just some great discussion around that. And Abir was part of that. And Abir came in really in a role where she got involved in the GIS part of our business, and she actually took that and made a business out of it, and took that to a place where it was actually its own business unit. And that's going back a number of years ago when GIS was new technology. And she made that into a business and then translated that over to our quieter homework, and then developed a software that's still used today with the work she did and the leadership and the vision, along with her team that was involved, including Nora and others, to develop Quiet Track that, again, is still used today by our quieter home and sound attenuation teams. So when I think of Abir, I think of somebody who's fearless, direct, she's entrepreneurial, and she's proven all of that here at C&S, and she's made a great impact. She finished up with us in the last several years as National Business Development Leader for the aviation business. So Abir is retiring at the end of the year. Abir, we appreciate all you've done and what you've brought to the organization, and we wish you well in the next phase of life. So congratulations, Abir Khatib. Next up, Maureen Clegg, 23 years of service. So Maureen came to us as a project engineer, structural engineer in our facilities group, going back 23 years ago, and immediately came in and was really a hand-in-glove fit in the organization culturally, brought a lot of technical capability at a time when we needed it, and worked within our facilities team, and through that did all the right things to move the business ahead, but also generate respect and relationships within the organization, where eventually and over time she was promoted beyond managing engineer to running a department and then running a service group, which became the Education, Healthcare, and Public Facilities Service Group. So Maureen's work, leadership, really took us to a new place as it related especially with higher education work, which is a key component of what we do today on the facilities side of things. So Maureen Clegg's fingerprints are all over that, and she's another person that, no drama, cuts to the chase, just get things done, always looking to do the right thing, and always does the right thing. And she's been a great partner, I know, for me in the roles I've had, and she's also sat on the worldwide board, as did Joe Ryan, and had a great impact on the worldwide board over the years. So Maureen Clegg is a consummate professional. She's now moved to Connecticut, where she's going to be enjoying the next phase of life with Dave, and we wish her nothing but the best and appreciate all you've done, Maureen. We're so glad that you found a home at C&S with us, and appreciate all you've done to grow the business. Thank you. Last up, Gaith McCloof. Gaith actually had a hat on earlier, so I was on my phone calling him saying, Gaith, are you here? And he's standing right there looking at me, and he says, yeah, I'm right in front of you. But Gaith, you know, there's so many people here, I'm sure, that have interfaced with Gaith over the years in 39 years. And I think whenever you mention Gaith's name, everybody smiles, right? You feel that warmth that comes from just knowing a special person. So as great an engineer Gaith is, he's an even better person. And Gaith has been, you know, an iconic person for C&S for so many years. Structurally, you know, so many people know Gaith in the industry. So many people know Gaith. You know, our clients know Gaith. In fact, Nate Van Wee and I were with Mary Robison today, and we're gonna. She's the city engineer for Syracuse, and Gaith has been the go-to person for the city of Syracuse for so many years on the structural front. And so Nate and I were at talking to Mary in engineering down at the city of Syracuse, and she goes, I'll see you tomorrow. I said, yep, I'm coming over tomorrow as part of the transition with Gaith, and Gaith set up a meeting for that. And Mary said, I'm going to need a box of Kleenex for that. So that, I think that says it all. And I think that's how we all feel. And we appreciate you, Gaith. And we are happy for you. And with all of our retirees, we're sad to see you go, but we're happy that you're going on to the next phase of life, and just appreciate you, man. So that's it for that piece. Now we get into the holiday videos and some voting that's going to happen there. And for that, we'll turn it over to Eric Quinn.
Thanks, John. It's time to bring in the clown. All right. Get out your phone, because you get to vote on your favorite video coming up. You can use the QR code. If you got a phone that's stubborn and won't scan the QR code, you can just open up any browser and go to vote.cscos.live. Don't vote until you've seen the videos, okay? I know you want to vote for your friends, but don't vote till you see the videos. All right. Here we go. I'll talk about the videos and a little bit about what's happening here, but I wanted to get them started. So here we go.
Listen up, everyone. We got business to do here. We got a big delivery, and I know we're behind. Who's working hard here? These are our hours. We're done with this. We are done. We're talking 23.5 hours for 7 days. We need to pick it up.
big man.
Hey everyone, it's been 4 hours. It's time for your 10-minute break.
Breaks? We don't take breaks. We get this work done. We got December 24th is our deadline. Right here, 23 and a half hours for 7 days, half an hour for sleep. Let's get it done, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, we don't take breaks. We work till we make mistakes, guys.
They really must take a break.
Why?
It's been 4 hours.
Who says?
California law.
Here, Race! What are we doing? Get back to work! What are you doing? What is this, meditation time? Come on, we got work to do.
Happy holidays from sunny San Diego.
2021 has been a year filled with great joys along with some challenges, but we sure are happy to be back in the office with our teammates. With heavy nonstop workloads, our free time is limited. So instead of trying to brainstorm a funny theme for our holiday video, we made the decision to focus our time and efforts this year sharing the true meaning of the holidays, spending time with people we care about, enjoying a meal, and being grateful for all we've been blessed with. The most cherished moments, after all, happen when friends and family gather together. We do extend our congratulations to Orlando, or whoever wins the contest this year. Happy holidays from all of us in the Detroit office.
You're done filming already? That's it? We're done?
It's only 90 seconds. No.
That's really all we're doing? Are we really serious? There's no talking, nothing?
JT, you were wondering why we only got a 5.3 out of 7 in our cultural survey? Follow me and let's go talk to the disgruntled employees at Transportation.
You want 12 reasons? Come on in.
Oh my gosh, how long have these been here?
34 minutes? I don't have time for this.
Water!
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Jeez. Oh, that's not it. No, I took a picture. Sarah Crooks. Oh my God.
I already have a job.
Another one? Really?
Another rejected expense report? What the?
Did you hear JT's video about the new EVP? Well, he's arriving here today. I don't actually have a headache, I'm just preparing.
I'm here. Where's my office? First major announcement. No more one C&S. I'm the one now. Initiatives after my transition, we're moving HQ to Florida. No more bonuses. Instead, everyone will be enrolled in the Jelly of the Month Club. And no more teal. We're going green. There's also not enough harassment. We'll fix this with some extra training.
Whose pronouns are stink, stank, and stunk?
The dude tried to expense mileage to Whoville, and I'm pretty sure that that's not allowed.
Oh, that's a good one.
Today we were celebrating Kevin's birthday, and he had the audacity to come and lick all the cupcakes. I love cupcakes.
The guy sheds everywhere. This guy's gotta go.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Working on some project with the Orlando team.
Oh, jeez. They're probably spending hours and hours on their holiday video. And you're doing all the work.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where's our tree? What happened? Hey, guys.
Doug, where's the tree? You were the last one here.
You think the future CEO would have anything to do with this? Yeah, boss lady, working hard.
What did you do? John Spino called. You are in big trouble, future CEO.
Oh, this is weird. I got an email from the repair guy. Looks like he's going to be here on Saturday fixing the leaky ceiling. I'll just leave him the passcode. I don't have time to be around here. I'm busy on nights this weekend.
Do you think that's a good idea?
But if you're going to be the future CEO, you got to learn to take some risks.
I really don't think those are the risks he should be taking.
Oh, look, repairman at .hotmail.com. That seems legit.
Here you go, repairman. Happy fixing.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
IT wants you to rewatch all of the videos all over again.
I haven't even watched any of them.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
When are you gonna start listening to me?
All right, the 2021 videos. There it is. All right, go ahead, cast your vote. While you're casting your vote, I want to talk a little bit about what this is all about. Some of you have not seen this or been a part of this before, but this is a place where you're basically voting on what people have done, but the reason people have done it is to help out their communities. So this year, the C&S Foundation is giving $2,000 to the video, the office that has the video that places first, and $1,000 for the video that places second. And that money is going to the local food bank. In addition, the group that finishes first gets to hold on to the hand trophy for a year. And you say, well, what's the big deal about the hand trophy? Well, we want to give you a hand. And we mean that because you've done great things. You continue to do great things in your community. You did a great job on a video. But we also want to give a hand to your community. That's what the money is for. That's why it goes to the local food bank. So I really appreciate people putting in the time, the effort. Even I got to talk with some folks from transportation. They don't look happy, but I noticed they all showed up for the free beer. So hopefully you've cast your vote. We've given some time. I know folks that are out in other offices outside of Syracuse, it takes a little bit of time for the stream to get to them, about 20 to 30 extra seconds. So I'm stalling just a little bit so they can get those votes in. But let's take a look. John, can you take me to the web page and let's see what the votes look like? You're going to have to refresh it. Let's see. Here it comes. Transportation takes it. Cleveland comes in second. Holy moly. Refresh it one more time, John. I just want to make sure that's for real. It is. Way to go, transportation. You'll get the hand video. And again, thank you to all of you who put in time, effort into the videos. And thank you to the C&S Foundation for putting up the money to make this happen. So speaking of the C&S Foundation, Jennifer Smith is going to come up and give you an update on the C&S Foundation. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Well, it's time for my annual update on the foundation. If you all recall, we started this in 2018, so we're now into our third year, which is hard to believe. I feel like I've done this quite a few times, but another exciting year. Some great organizations this year through the foundation. We donated to over 60 organizations, which you will see listed up here. These are just the donations that we did through grants directly through the foundation. This doesn't include our matching and our volunteer match program. I'm here once again to push those to remind everybody. This year we raised our matching up to $500. So for every C&S employee, and there's still time before the end of the year, for every employee that donates up to $500 to an organization, C&S will match it. It used to be $250, so now it's quite a bit more. So we're hoping you take advantage of that. Also, if you volunteer at least 40 hours for an organization and you log it on the C&S link, you get to designate a $500 gift to any organization of your choice. So I hope people really take advantage of that. I'm extremely proud of what we did this year. In addition to these organizations, we've also given $50,000 out as year end. As you know, back in the old days, we used to do holiday cards, and we don't do that anymore. And so for years, we've donated to the local food banks and different organizations. So among all of our offices across the country, in total, we've given $50,000, some to food banks, and a second donation to an organization of each office's choice. So extremely proud of that. Thanks again for making it a great year. I also want to push this year. Our annual meeting is going to be in April, and we have some people rotating off the board, so you'll see from our nominating committee and ask. So if you've ever wanted to get involved, it's one of the most fun things that I've ever had to do at C&S. You get to be Santa Claus every month of the year and see some really great things. And I get a ton of thank you notes every month in my mailbox. Those are posted on the link if you ever want to take a look. We should be really proud of the work that we all do. Thank you.
You got nothing? Don't press till we talk, all right? Don't press in the thing. Hey, everybody, it's great to see folks in the audience this year. Last year, we were in the training room with about 5 of us that really didn't get the feel for it. And I know the people in the back row over here said they wanted to be in the back row because they wanted to make sure you could hear me. So you guys can hear me okay? All right, just want to make sure. First time we walked in here, the back row was taken and everything else was empty. So we filled from the back, unlike church when we go to church, right? Nevertheless, we're on to the MAC Award. Last 2 awards, the MAC Award and the Founders Award. First, the MAC Award. I'll tell you a little bit about it. The MAC Award is about providing services, selfless service to our communities and foundation for volunteerism. C&S volunteers are involved because they care about their communities and want to make them better places in which to live. These individuals share their time by helping the disabled, serving on boards. I can take that off, right? serving on boards of organizations, working with health and human service agencies, mentoring youth, coaching sports, life skills, and the list could go on forever. It's very, as Jen said, not only with the foundation, but with our volunteer time, it's really, really proud to see everybody out there in the community helping out. When considering this award and who truly embraces these standards, one person comes to mind, and it's, I'll say his real name, Orrin B. McMurray, but we know him as Mac. Mac, are you here? All right, Mac's in the back row. Through his busy schedule filled with meetings and travel, he always found time to volunteer. He truly set the standard for volunteerism at C&S. Terry Hopkins will tell us a little bit about this year's winner. Terry?
I think you left out about the part that the winner gets to designate the charity of choice to get $2,000, right? That's a nice thing. So I'm going to try to go through this and see how long I can go before we kind of figure out who it is. That's kind of fun to me. This winner this year is, she's been around for a while, and she is just, she's both internally and externally a volunteer. She is helpful and kind and really just a wonderful person. She's quick to share things and just always there to help. And what she does externally, oh, she's also very humble. She doesn't really brag about anything. And what she does externally is pretty significant. In fact, just yesterday, she was down at the Salvation Army Christmas Bureau, and I'm helping parents find presents for their children that might be the only gift they get all year. So that narrows it down. Syracuse woman. And then also, another thing that she did, and this is kind of pre-COVID, she could almost always be found every third Friday of the month at the rescue mission serving to the homeless and hungry. So that narrows it down. Another thing that she does, she's very committed and dedicated all along her journey through her career and even before her career. In fact, she was very involved in her alumni associations, both in recruiting and also for engagement and things like that. And her colleges that she attended are, this might give it away even more, Dartmouth and Notre Dame. That's very narrow. So, and another thing that she did as an attorney, that's very narrow. And she was a pioneer in her own right, and so another thing that she did is she served on the board and was also the president of the Legal Aid Society in Syracuse. It's called the Hiscock Legal Aid Society, where she just helped people that couldn't afford legal services. So, does anybody know who this person is? Ellen LaBerge, congratulations. Surprise, you never know.
I had no idea, and this is so hard for me. I can't believe I'm so old, and that I've been here so long. But I don't know who nominated me for this. You know, I follow a lot of very important people who've done far more than I have. But this is very meaningful to me, so I really appreciate it.
Okay, I can't do this by memory, so Terry, can I have my script back? Thank you, you did that last year too. Okay, on to the final award of the day, the most prestigious award that any C&S employee can get, not only because it's named after the founders, Mike Calcerinos and Frank Spina, but also because the nominees are nominated by their peers. This isn't leadership looking down. The nominations come from the people you work with every day, the folks you work with next to you, do projects with, and that's why I think this is it's really cool to get nominated for this. Obviously, everybody can't win, but the nomination itself is very important. So let's talk a little bit about it. So in honor of Mike and Frank, the Founders Award was established to recognize those staff members that exhibit the spirit of the founders in the day-to-day actions. The award symbolizes the professional excellence, customer service, business fortitude, and the corporate goals of the C&S companies. In keeping with the C&S playbook, this award recognizes those individuals that consistently demonstrate the C&S core values of authenticity, team spirit, integrity, and all in. Consistently demonstrate the C&S strategic anchor of client centricity. Regularly provide service at a level that exceeds expectations. The award recognizes employees who have contributed most significantly to the quality of C&S's services and to its clients, both internal and external, or to the management of the firm throughout the year. All employees other than the Worldwide Board of Directors are eligible, and as I mentioned, are nominated by their peers. To the recipients, recognition takes place at this event. A personalized plaque and a check for $3,000 net is awarded, and the recipient's name is added to the plaque that's in the lobby in the Syracuse office. All employees are invited to complete and submit Founders Award nominations each year. So when they come out, please take a look at your team, folks you're working with, and please submit them. This year we had a good submission. We had 7 individuals who were nominated. So a part of the nomination process is a short paragraph on why they're nominated and a short video, a 2-minute video from the individuals who nominated them. So right now, let's watch the nominations on video.
Hi, my name is Doug Clark, and I'm here to nominate Mike Alessi for the Founders Award. To go out on your own, to take that big leap to start your own business, takes a certain caliber of person. They must be willing to work long hours, develop and keep clients, foster cooperation and teamwork to achieve goals. There will be personal sacrifice needed to drive things forward and insights to make things more efficient. Watching Mike Alessi this year, I was impressed with his dedication to the company and clients. He took on a staff augmentation work at Arconic in Messina, New York, traveling there for weeks at a time while still handling many of his project responsibilities in the Syracuse office. Mike worked all day at the plant and then in the evenings and weekends completed project work for his teammates at Syracuse. He regularly zoomed in from the car or the break room to attend project meetings and devoted a lot of his free time to making C&S indispensable to not only Arconic, but several other clients. Mike has taken it upon himself to be a champion for the industrial process work that we do. He is forward-thinking about what we need to do in the future to support our clients and to continue to flourish in this business. He works with management to ensure that we'll be prepared for the future by identifying opportunities and candidates that may be useful hires. I feel that this dedication, vision, and work ethic is the epitome of what our founders needed when they started this company.
Mike is a great example of what the Founders Award is meant for. The one trait of his that sticks out beyond the rest is his all-in behavior and attitude in everything he does. Mike is focused on making sure his work or team's work is delivered at a high level for each client. He has proven to make sure that what he does is not only a good representation of what C&S is all about, but it's something that the client will be happy with now and in the future. One example of Mike's all-in attitude is his willingness to do whatever needs to be done for the better of the company and our client. In the last year, when business was slow during the pandemic, Mike volunteered to take a job located in the frozen tundra of Messina, New York. This job took him away from home, family, and friends during the work week. He could have said nothing, but saw an opportunity to help the company when times were tough. That experience, with many more, has led Mike to gain a great passion in the industrial process world. He has even taken the passion to the next level with helping set up a pathway on how to grow and strengthen the industrial process group here at C&S. His all-in attitude and the drive to follow a passion is why I believe Mike is well deserving of this year's Founders Award.
And co-nominating John DiOrio for this year's Founders Award. John works really well with both our senior staff and especially with our younger staff, teaching them everything that he knows about highway design. On the business side, definitely John is always concerned about the budget, making sure we get our projects done efficiently and on budget, on time, and always is actually doing a lot of work on his own time just to make sure we get the job done. So John definitely exhibits these qualities for the Founders Award, and I happily nominate him.
Kelly McCardle here to share the reasons why John DiOrio should receive this year's Founders Award. He's a team player. He's all in. Until the day he retires, he will be learning new practices and procedures. That man has multiple windows up on his computer screen of AutoCAD and MicroStation every day and is working on every piece and part of a project. He's always delegating to our younger staff. Just a few reasons why John DiOrio should win this year's Founders Award.
I have the privilege of co-nominating John DiOrio for this year's Founders Award. John has been an indispensable member of the transportation group since he joined C&S. He's all in and wants to see the team and the company succeed. He's hardworking. He's got great communication skills, which is so important when you're working in different offices. He's always learning, whether that's new standards, programs, client preferences, but more importantly, he's willing to work with the younger staff and pass down his institutional knowledge. John brings a positive energy and enthusiasm to work every day, and he's really helped contribute to the success of the transportation group in Western New York.
I've known John for many years. I've had the privilege of working with him from back in the days at the state DOT, sometime in the 20th century, to more recently in the last 5 years, where he has been an indispensable part of our highway team. John comes to work prepared every day. He's always utilized. He's working overtime. He's going on trips out of state whenever needed. And he never says no to any job or challenge that comes his way. And in a time where a lot of his contemporaries are contemplating retirement, John is still learning new skills and taking on new challenges, and at the same time passing down his knowledge to younger teammates and acting as a mentor for his peers. And I know that this year, like every year, there's going to be a lot of fine nominees for the Founders Award. And I'd like to say to the selection committee that you'd be hard-pressed to find a better candidate for the Founders Award than John DiOrio.
I may be able to make a lot of noise with my guitar, but the real rock star of C&S is Sharon Millhouse. Whether she's organizing up to 16 of us to attend a conference, taking care of the arrangements for an internal meeting, or handling any of the other thousands of tasks that she does for us on a daily basis, Sharon approaches everything she does with a positive attitude, a pleasant demeanor, and exemplifies the C&S approach to service. It is for these reasons, and many more, that Sharon Millhouse is most deserving of the C&S Founders Award.
I'm a big fan of Sharon, and I believe she deserves the Founders Award for many, many reasons. One of the things I mostly admire about Sharon is her willingness to challenge herself. She's a fearless learner. She's always ready to tackle the new assignment with no hesitation, and you can count on her to deliver. Her positive attitude and upbeat personality make it pleasant for people around her. She actually genuinely cares about C&S and about her coworkers, and she proactively offers to help people around her. If I have my own business and I look around to hire somebody, I will hire Sharon in a heartbeat.
First words that come to mind when thinking about Miss Sharon Millhouse are faithful, friendship, loving, kind, support, and those words never cease to amaze me. This woman is someone who totally encompasses everything that she believes in and exudes the most kind, loving, happy heart that anyone I've ever met has. And I'm just honored to have her as a friend and as a colleague, and I know she's well deserving of this award.
Hi, if you haven't heard, in Cleveland we've changed from the Indians to the Guardians. And in nominating Sharon for the Founders Award, one thing I thought about her is she's always been a guardian for us. Well beyond being an office assistant and doing that role excellently, she looks after us in corporate rates and hotels and rental cars all over the country. But most of all, what I think about with Sharon is how she cares for all of us. She's a mentor for all of us, and she looks after us as people. She really represents the heart of C&S. Thank you, Sharon.
Hi, Michael Dunvecchio here, and I'd like to nominate Teddy Ramil for the Founders Award. I feel Teddy deserves this award in part due to his outstanding work ethic and in part due to the depth and breadth of his knowledge surrounding not just aviation design and construction management, but the field of civil engineering as a whole, and also in part due to his uncanny ability to effectively communicate. I've been working with Teddy for close to 5 years now and have requested his assistance on a multitude of projects, including perimeter security design projects, apron paving design projects, hangar construction management projects, and taxiway edge light construction projects. His willingness to put aside whatever project he's working on and take as much time as is needed out of his day to ensure that my questions are not just answered, but that I understand why and how that particular solution is the best solution has allowed me to grow as an engineer, project manager, and facility manager much more rapidly than I otherwise would have. Teddy constantly works late nights to ensure that requests from clients are met, even if they are, by and large, unreasonable. There have been numerous occasions where I've heard him either cancel or delay plans outside of work to complete a last-minute request by one of our clients, whether it be an expedited submittal review for a construction project or an exhibit needed for clients meeting with the FAA to discuss a design project. Teddy always somehow seems to find a way to fit everything into his already busy schedule. And while engineers are known for and expected to have solid technical skills, it's a running joke that we have terrible soft skills. Teddy, however, does not fit this stereotype. He's capable of discussing seemingly any and every topic in surprising depth, which goes far in winning over clients, contractors, and coworkers who quickly develop a friendship with him that extends beyond working hours. In the same vein, Teddy has a knack for gently providing criticism, typically forming them as a question to allow for the recipient to realize on their own what their mistakes were. This not only reduces much of the sting of the criticism, but also fosters a much more effective learning environment, which plays into what I said earlier about accelerating growth of his peers. Lastly, Teddy embodies C&S's identity as a teal organization, running all office decisions such as our activities, decor, and even the location of a possible new office through all of the employees, giving everyone a voice in all decisions. This helps significantly with overall morale and allows each of us to feel like we truly are equal parts of a team working together as one C&S towards a common goal. Thank you, Teddy, for everything you've done and everything you continue to do on a daily basis for me, for our office, and for C&S. You truly deserve this award.
Hi, C&S family. Lorraine Hussey here from the Construction Services Technical Resources arm in San Diego. I would like to nominate from the aviation group managing engineer Brian Saul for the Founders Award. As a casual observer, whether he's speaking on a Zoom call or in person with clients or co-workers or mentees, or first-hand communication in the kitchen on what he coined the Mondayest of Tuesdays, it's apparent that he is he exemplifies a wonderful representative of C&S companies. He's genuinely passionate about the projects that he is a part of, but more so, he's more passionate about the people that he works with. He shows fervor for the things he does, but he's always in this composed state of equanimity, and it's something to strive for all of us. He shows genuine appeal to help, even if the question or the task is not in his job description or in his wheelhouse. He's always putting in the effort to help. I don't directly work with Brian Saul, but again, I'm interact with him as we're in the office quite a bit. And sometimes at a networking event, we cheer each other on and represent C&S with a smile. And he just gives life and energy to the room and in effect to the company, I believe. I believe that C&S is very fortunate to have Brian Saul on the team, and I think he deserves this Founders Award. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure to nominate John Trendowski for the 2021 Founders Award. John embodies all that it means to be a member of the C&S team. He is an expert in his field, a trusted advisor and colleague, and an upstanding citizen. We're fortunate to have him in our ranks. There are 4 main reasons why John is an excellent candidate for this award. First, John's rise to become a nationally recognized air quality expert is a great example of C&S's all-in approach. John has become a go-to resource for airports across the country on air quality topics, even serving on leadership roles with national airport industry groups. John's expertise has been such a valuable asset for the aviation team, and our collaborations have made each of our practices stronger. Second, John's emphasis on integrity is second to none. John enjoys lump sum efficiency revenue like the best of us, and he's good at generating it, by the way. But more importantly, John is always focused on making sure that the client is satisfied and served to the best of our abilities. Third, John prioritizes the mentorship of junior staff, helping to get our younger colleagues exposed to clients and solving tough challenges. Finally, John believes in the value of nurturing long-term client relationships. He espouses the idea of pricing our services fairly so that our clients keep coming back for more. John helped me learn that in consulting, client loyalty is a two-way street. I've had the pleasure to work with John on many projects in my time at C&S, during which I've learned a great deal about his life, and particularly his significant role in his church community. John is a fine example of what it means to be a C&S employee. His commitment to his coworkers, clients, and community are shining examples of the C&S culture, and for these reasons, he is well deserving of the Founders Award.
Hi folks, my name is Chris Courtwright and I work in the construction management department here at C&S. I'm currently working under Nate Van Wee, and he is my nominee for this year's C&S Founders Award. There are a few reasons why I'd like to nominate Nate. Just a couple things I want to dive into is his integrity and core values to this company. I feel are truly second to none. Nate is the type of guy that literally works from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. He lives and breathes C&S, along with his weekend hockey and baseball things he does with his family. Nate's all-in approach to this company gives the folks that are working underneath him in his department the positive attitude that we all carry along in going to work, and we take pride in what we do, and I feel that that's driven by Nate. Some of the things that we often will miss in the field, if we didn't dot our I's or cross our T's properly, Nate's there to fill in the cracks and help out. He generally has a great team spirit. His client focus, I feel, is extremely second to none. He goes over and above to make sure the client is happy and pleased with the products that we deliver. Nate's just one of the guys that we literally look up to for a few reasons, for several reasons. So, but Nate Van Wee is my nomination for this year's Founders Award. Good luck. Stay safe out there, everybody.
So congratulations to all the nominees. I'll tell you, and the other board of directors can tell you that it gets tougher and tougher each year. The nominations are getting better and better. We got such quality teammates. And so wherever you are, wherever you're located, just stand up for a minute. Whoever was nominated, just stand up for a second. Everybody who was nominated, give them a round of applause. Awesome. Thank you very much. So this year we have awarded, we have 2 winners this year out of the 7. And JT, you want to come up and help me give out the awards? Our first winner, won't know for another 30 seconds, but Sharon Millhouse. Congratulations, Sharon. And right now, Matt Wenham, well, maybe right now, Matt Wenham will be handing her plaque and her check. And I know they have a little party set up for her in the Cleveland office. So congratulations again, Sharon. Our second winner, I'll give this to John Trimble to present, is John Trendowski. John, come on up. Congratulations again. One comment about John Trendowski. You see him walking very slowly. That's his pace. I played basketball with him one time. He turned into Michael Jordan. I couldn't believe it. Thanks, everybody, and congratulations.
Okay, a couple closing comments. First, I pledge to you that the video update tomorrow will be 20 minutes or less. Okay? I might have to speak a little faster, but I pledge to you. So Jim Harder's taping tomorrow, so you got to hold me to that, Jim. Okay? So it's always one and done. So we might have to take a couple takes tomorrow, but we'll see. Secondly, and in closing, just this year, in my mind, was when we got kicked in the head by COVID. We had more people out this year. We had an impact on our business like we didn't have last year. Operationally, things were challenging last year. Financially, they weren't. This year, they were financially challenging, and also much more of our team was impacted by COVID. So hopefully we can get on the other side of this, but I'd say, we have persevered. We've kept the team together. And now we're seeing signs of some significant increased workload as we go into 2022. So although we didn't meet our financial goals, in my opinion, we had a tremendously successful year this year in sustaining and keeping the C&S team together. So we're going to go into 2022 much stronger. We need to focus on making that happen. I'll be talking about that a little bit in the video update tomorrow. But feel good about this year. Please enjoy some time with your friends, family, and I hope people can stay here in Syracuse. We're having beverages and a light buffet there in the other room, and I hope the other offices, and I believe the other offices are doing some socializing as well. So thank you very much for another great year and a great event, and we'll see you tomorrow. John Trendowski, can you come up front?